Happy lurking. Alrighty. Hi, guys. Not me lurking in my own stream. That's kind of what we're doing, right? Whenever we are out here. Oh, where's my artist hat? There we go. Right, let me just bring myself up to here-ish. I'm craving mamak now, but I'm too lazy to leave the house. Oh no! Hello, hello, welcome in. It is a nice evening tonight. I don't know what's going on with my Spotify play. Hello? What is going on with my widget? Hold on. Hold on. Let me go and fix that real quick. Welcome to our very first SLSG official stream. Hold on. Let me quickly just... Oh, okay. I think I know what I was supposed to do. There's two things I need to set up that I have not properly set up. This is my first time trying to do a off collab as well. On with Spotify widget on stream. Is it now playing? Hold on. I tried to post in chat, wasn't going through. Oh no! Hold on, something's not going. I think I need to log in again. Well, it's okay. You know what? We can just do without it today. Alright, give me a moment. I'm going to just quickly knocking on SLSG's door. I think we have our page up and all already. I just need to tell Manisha, you know? Notification. Let me figure this out, because I've never done an offline collab before, and it's our first stream for SLSG. I'm kind of trying to see how this is gonna work. StreamLahSG. Okay. Send invite. I don't know if it auto joins. Participants. Okay. Oh, I heard it. I heard a pigman. Hi. Welcome. Hold on, huh? I'm still just checking some things. Okay, I think I missed some of chat. Hi, Romeo. Nice to see you. Hi, StreamLahSG. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Hey, Hime. How are you, Artie? What time is it on your side of the world right now? Abang says, dang it, I'm craving for mamang, but I'm too lazy to leave the house. It's okay, you got mamang right here, bro. Just put in your order and I'll give you, like, my imaginary, you know, gonna transfer the consciousness onto a plate and send it to you mentally. Lunaduric, hello. Oh my gosh, I love these little yippee emotes. So freaking cute. Okay, we are so excited to be here. Let's freaking go. Okay, let me also copy paste your name over here in the title so that people can go follow you more easily. Follow us more easily. Hey. For those who haven't heard of SLSG, here's a quick intro. So StreamLahSG is a up and coming / already here or just arrived community hub for Singapore streaming community, and we all are welcome. So there's some exciting stuff happening in the Discord right now for StreamLahSG, including applications opening if you want to join the team. And I mean like the Twitch team, which I have featured in my channel right now. So if this is something that may interest you, go ahead and apply for... Oh! Hey, yo, it's Pommy! I didn't even know you were streaming, Pommy. What? Hello? How are you, babes? I just came on. Join what team? Welcome in, welcome in. I will introduce you, StreamLahSG, again. Once we greet the readers. But hello, Jayla Pano. Or Jayla Pano. Wait. Jalapeno. Jayla Pino? Economic Bihu Wonderfoot. Bunny Plub. Pommy, of course, my baby girl. Welcome to the Hime corner of Twitch. We wanna fight, we wanna fight, we wanna fight. Oh my god. Ain't no way. Oh, hello? Welcome everybody. Hi, we just started. My name is Himitoki. I'm a bunny princess VTuber and I'm one of the art ICs for StreamLahSG. If you come over from Pommy's side of the internet, you will know that we are all under StreamLahSG right now. Pommy is a fellow art IC of mine. She is such a pleasure to work with. Super hard worker too. I finally got to see her in person. Well, I finally got to see her face via video call the other day. I can't remember if she's seen me before though. She saw my VTuber avatar for that meeting. Welcome. Today we're having our StreamLahSG Art Fight review. Woo, woo, woo! If you haven't heard of Art Fight, stick around. I'm going to introduce what Art Fight is to you guys in a moment. But I also wanted to I was in the middle of giving StreamLahSG a quick shout out. because StreamLahSG is the new community hub for the Singapore streaming community. We have people of all sorts of, I can't remember what was the word we used, factions, subsets, but we have all sorts of different creators coming together from the media side of things, from TCG, from art, of course, from variety. Just so much happening in our Discord right now. And we are also recruiting for the Twitch team. So if that might interest you and you want to be a little more involved with what we're doing here and what we're trying to build, then come and join the SLSG Discord. And we will see what we can do and how we can work together. Pommy's leaving the choir. Wow. Got an open position for cat sitting. The moment you asked that, I was wondering, you want to be our cat, is it? For cat sitting? I don't know if we have enough cat sitting community members for us to to start a cat sitting subsection, but if that is something you're interested in, if you are someone who makes content with the cats that you sit, that is a wild sentence to come out of my mouth, but you know what I mean, right? Like, if you are someone who makes content surrounding cat sitting, that's also fine. My words today, I'm sorry guys, I just woke up, so forgive me if I am a little bit in, like, not so comprehensive or cohesive in my speech right now, because I literally just woke up. I slept at 3 today, got home a little early, knocked out after lunch, and did not wake up until 7:30, like just half an hour before stream started. I was like, what? How?
Happy lurking.
It was a long nap. I'll look after a cat, but Nat one says, wait, I'll look after a cat? But you'll need to fly it out to Australia. Crazy. Gonna lurk but have fun. No problem. Thank you so much, Abang, for the lurk. Thank you, everyone who's lurking as well. Even if you're here just to lurk today, I really appreciate it because it helps the stream to be more seen and, by extension, also StreamLahSG. Yay, yay. I should probably set up a timed message, actually, that will ping the chat and tell us more about what SLSG is about here and there. I still haven't shortened the message a little bit, though. Right now, it's still bit long. Ragacha, welcome in. Hello, hello. So around maybe 8:20 or so, then we'll start talking about the art fights. We have a grand total of about 4 lovely people that we're going to be visiting the pages of tonight and seeing how have they fared for Art Fight 2026. Yeah. Sorry. Stepped on something. I have this little like step stool thing so that my feet don't get too you know, if you sit down at a desk for too long and then your feet get pooled with blood and then it gets very numb. So I have this little step stool that's at an angle under my table that I step on. But sometimes my foot slips and it does a little flip and you'll hear like a bing bing bang bang under my table. But how are you guys tonight? So at 8:20, I'm gonna do a little bit of, I have a bit of an agenda, I guess, but for the most part, we're gonna just be, it's gonna be quite casual, and the agenda's gonna be really flexible too. So around 8:20, about 20 minutes into stream or so, as more people come in, etc., I'm gonna introduce SLSG one more time. We're gonna introduce Art Fight and what it's about. So if you're an artist and you've been wondering for the whole of July, what the heck is this Art Fight thing, right? Because it has been around for ages now, but if you have never been involved and you would like to know more about it, I'm going to do a quick introduction to it. It's a little bit late for you to join right now, though you still can. You still have a day if you want to join. But if you've always wondered what Art Fight is, I'm going to do as comprehensive an introduction as I can, including showing you the page and how you can upload characters, how you can upload attacks, what attacks even are, and then we'll move on to visiting our different server members and how they've done for Art Fight this year. Lurking as I rush to finish Art Fight. Do it, no worries. Go for it, go for it. Oh my gosh, it's the clipped emote, so cute. Anyone has a sub to me, I think I have a locked in emote that is available right now. Lock in Strawberry, you got this. If you haven't visited Strawberry or you haven't heard of Strawberry is somebody that I collaborated with for one of my Art Fight nights. So for throughout July, every Monday night, I had some sort of an art fight collab or art fight stream. This week, on Monday, just a few days ago, I finished up my 50th art fight attack on my own. I was doing a solo push this week. On the first week, we worked with 3 local Singapore artists. So I might go and visit their pages as well, although they're not part of SLSG, but we'll see the time. Monotoma, Retro Maple, and Nomad. These 3 are friends that I've known for a long time now in the streaming space. And following week, I collaborated with Monster Ducky, Emfrey, who are going to be visiting today, and Bright Raisu, who's also in Australia. And lastly, the week before, it was... Wait, no, Raisu was with Strawberry and Kiru last week. So it was Emfrey, Monster Ducky, and... Who was the one that I collabed with for that? Hold on, let me check my live thumbnails. There were too many people. It's slipping my mind right now. Bright Raisu. Oh yes, Catalola. Yeah. So not all of the people that we managed to collab with this year were local, but it was very fun regardless. I was thinking maybe in the coming years we could do an SLSG art fight episode as well. Actually, this week one was supposed to be with anyone within the SLSG community who was also doing art fight, but because we're quite a new community right now, so the participants are a bit limited. However, in coming years, I foresee that we'll have a bigger participation rate, and it's gonna be crazy. Because first year that I joined Art Fight, I only set up my page. In 2024, I was online, but I only set up my page. I didn't attack I did attack maybe like 4 people, but it was very, very brief attacks because I wasn't really focused on that. And then last year, I did 32 attacks. So I attacked 32 different characters on Art Fight because I only started about half the month in. And this year I targeted 50 and managed to do 50. It's actually kind of crazy, actually. But I think that we are really lacking events that appreciate original characters. When it comes to fan art events, we have plenty of fan art events, right? But we don't have a lot of events that celebrate original characters and original works as much. I know we used to have a much bigger comic book scene in Singapore. We still have a decent population of comic book artists, but I feel like it's not as prominent as it used to be as more and more fan artists have come up in the years. Me unless NS6 have too much time. Don't worry about it. Dropping by to say hello before I sleep. Hi, Nobody17. Thank you so much for visiting us. It really, really helps. By the way, guys, we have a little stream retention button because nowadays, Twitch needs to know that I'm not a loser. So hit that button whenever you remember to. It gives a little bleep in chat. And it also reminds Twitch that we're still here and we have active participants in chat so that they don't hide our channel, you know? Yeah. So go ahead and hit that stream stim button if you remember to. There's also fishing and some other stuff going on in our redeems. If you guys ever have any other ideas for us or like what we can add to the stream to make it a little more engaging as well, I am all ears. All 2 of my tiny ears are open. Have a wonderful stream, Himi. Thank you, Chrono. Thank you for coming. I am playing the NDP Lo-Fi Beats playlist today, so I have my fingers crossed that we won't get like muted in our YouTube VOD. Otherwise, I might have to just export my otherwise I'll just export the VOD without the Spotify track in there, then hopefully it will resolve it. But I don't really like having to download out my VODs because it just takes up so much space and then you have to re-upload it and then remember to delete it also. I usually stream directly to YouTube too, so if you prefer the viewing experience on YouTube or TikTok, let me know. Oh, thank you so much, Shinji, for the 38 months. Let's go. Hope you had a great art fight, girl. Thank you. I honestly had a really great one. I did not expect to get so many attacks this year. Oh god. But I had so many. I was surprised. I did try to advertise it a little more though. So at the maybe towards the tail end of today, after we do our introductions, after we do our intro to art fights, and we visit all of our community members' pages. For those of you who are in chat and you want us to give you a visit also, I could pay your page a quick visit if we have the time. And if it seems fine, then I'll show it on stream too. Yeah. Celebrate the community members that are here, you know? I am tripping over my words a lot though, so give me a moment. Give me about 2-3 more minutes to like warm up my tongue a little more, because I just woke up and I am not doing very well in the speaking front today. I think I'm a little nervous too. Oh. Okay, no good. Oh my gosh, my dad just sent me a message. My dad just said, "Hi, our fridge died today and we're unable to get it out of the kitchen." Because we usually go to my parents' house for dinner on Friday nights. But it seems like I'm not seeing them tomorrow because they're gonna have to settle this fridge problem. Oh no! RIP fridge. Is all the food inside okay? I don't think it's gonna be okay. My mom stocks up food like crazy. They do have 3 fridges though in my mom's house. Don't even ask. My mom has a fridge in the kitchen for like the main food stuff and frozen food, and they are people who really love fishing. So on occasion when they go for big fishing trips, they come back with a lot of fish. Hashtag hit that fish button in the channel point redeems. They come back with a ton of fish and they keep them all in this freezer. So there's another freezer where they keep mainly just fish, sotong, or stuff that they have caught themselves, and they eat it throughout the year. And then there's one more fridge kind of in the dining room area with more of drinks and snacks and things that are for guests to kind of help themselves too. Yeah, that's gotta be the most dad text that ever dadded. Literally just, "Hi, fridge died, can't get it out." They'll be fine, I'm sure. They'll find a way. But oh man, I can't imagine. Honestly, if my fridge died today, I wouldn't have lost much because me and my husband don't keep a lot of frozen food. We have a decent number of it, like RIP some of my instant gyoza and other things, but it probably wouldn't be very what do you call devastating. That was the word I was looking for. Devastating. Gyoza. Come to think of it, I really want to have some gyoza right now too. Okay, it is 8:20. Let's go. So we are going to do a quick intro to SLSG. You can actually read the wall of text yourself. However, I will do a quick verbal shout. We are also offline collabing with them right now. So if you haven't followed StreamLahSG on Twitch, click on the title. Click on the @ in my title right now, or you can go and click and go and see like who are we collabing with, and go and follow that channel, because in the future some of our bigger StreamLahSG events might be streamed to that channel instead. I might appear there instead, but now because we are still kind of building up the channels, so we are using our primary channels and then collaborating with them instead. Yeah, so in the near future, some of our IRL events or some of our bigger online events or perhaps even community games and things will be streamed over there. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure that you follow StreamLahSG on Twitch. If you might be interested, if you are a content creator yourself, also whether you're an artist, whether you're someone who does IRL or other kinds of variety content, you might want to consider joining the SLSG Discord so that you can get in the know. It is a really cool community hub where people from different sort of content creation and creative spaces come together. Thank you so much for the lyric, Hamid. Thank you. Hamid is the other art IC of StreamLahSG. So there's a total of 3 of us. Palmy, who rated us earlier, Handmade, who is going to be starting a series of wait, you guys are starting your series next Friday, right? Or was it this Friday? Hold, I think it's next Friday. Next Friday. Can you tell us more about it? Yes, because it's going to be a first episode for Handmade and Palmy, I believe. I know Handmade she's helming one of the sections for the art side, which is going to be a more consistent like crafting together type stream. So if you are someone who likes getting crafty on Friday nights, look out for their announcements, okay? Go and follow her as well. Fight, box handmade. What? I feel like Economic Bihun came in, right? Came into my hawker center and started picking a fight, you know. Someone stomped this guy. Yeah. So a lot of cool things are cooking for StreamLahSG. Bihun always bullies people. Oh. We don't condone violence in this household, Bihun. Do that more often and I will order a nice fried egg and eat you up with it. Sorry I can't stay long. No worries, please. I know you are very busy with your projects and stuff. Please go ahead. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it so much. So if anyone has any questions about what SLSG is, what else do we do there, feel free to shoot some questions in the chat and I'll address them as accurately as I can. And we're gonna move on to what is Art Fight. So let me show you this adorable graphic that Palmy and I think Adria also helped out with it. But I think Palmy was helping out with the social post for when we started this SLSG Art Fight thingy. So let me show you. Oh, hold on. Let me move the screen like that. Okay. Let's move it like this. Can I not? I just want to hide the browser bar. There we go. Okie dokie. Wait a second. It's not quite there. Okay, sorry. I'm like struggling to full screen this thing. Okay. Nice. So this is a super cute post. Ding ding! So for this event, I drew some original characters just for this year, but it's not official or anything. So I drew a little Rara girl and Rara boy. They are merlions. But not really merlions as in like lion and fish. But I think some of my community members commented that they look a bit like shrimp because the tail is a bit more small and cute. Like hippie ham, you know. So they are my little shrimp lion boy and girl. They are just kind of placeholder characters that I put here, but we didn't set up any account for them. We were considering what Mer Ebby, yeah, they are Mer Ebby, cute. Wait, not Mer Ebby. Lion. No, it's Ebby Lion, or something like that. Thank you so much for the lurk, Alphametic. Yeah. Sorry, I think I saw Artie say ask something. Is the country option thing on the SLSG server, and what country you're or willing to Caleb with? What? Sorry, what? Oh, do you mean is StreamLahSG a Singapore only community? Is it? No, it's not. So StreamLahSG, although it is centric around Singapore streamers and Singapore content creators, it's mainly because a lot of our events are going to happen in Singapore, but that does not limit your participation. We definitely have community members who are not from Singapore, or they are Singaporeans located elsewhere, or they have relocated and they still want to be a part of this. It's totally fine as well. Yeah. It might be a bit more limited in what you can participate in just due to location, but in terms of looking for resources, looking for help with, you know, if you want to start up a stream or if you want some advice on photography, etc., you can still ask regardless. Alright, so SLSG Art Fight. This July, the SLSG Art community is participating in Art Fight. So yes, my bot just shouted out 3 channels that have listed that they want us to visit them. These are 3 of our community members, including myself. We have one more, but she didn't manage to set up her profile this month, so she said she'll do it for next year instead. In the country role area, is it the country you're in or the country you're... Oh, the country you're in. The country you're in. Who can join? Artists of all skill levels are welcome. All you have to do is make an account on artfight.net and create profiles for your original characters. Okay, so what is Art Fight about? Art Fight is an annual original character art gifting game that happens every single July. It first started in 2007, making this year its 19th year running. It's a very, very like long time ago. It's changed hands and organization team a few times already, but every year I think they have been getting better. Like the interface has been getting more user friendly, participant pool has been growing and all also. So very, very exciting stuff. And getting started, if you have not joined Artfight as well, you can also go ahead and make an account right now. If you're someone with original characters or characters that are, it doesn't have to be like human characters or VTuber model or anything like that. It can be as simple as a mascot. It can be a simple shaped character like a worm. A lot of people have worm characters too. It can be anything that classifies as some sort of original character. I would encourage you to have a character reference sheet already. So usually before Art Fight, maybe in June or so, people or artists who want to participate start making their reference sheets or updated reference sheets, profiles, everything. I am someone who sets up things once and then usually just leaves it as it is unless necessary updates are needed. So all of my references that I uploaded over last year, this year, they're all the same. I haven't changed my references. I've just added more versions of my character to it. So it can be that it's variations of the same character like I do, or it can be that all your characters are different from one another. Many characters also, you can put them whether they are in association with one another. So let's say you are an author, right? Let's say you're an author, primarily a writer even. You have certain original characters, you have the designs for them, everything. You can also upload it to Artfight, and perhaps someone who discovers your stories and wants to create fan art for you can also go through this website during July to participate and draw your characters. So even if you have a character that exists in a different type of media, a lot of people have original characters that are in different universes. So I have seen like Boku no Hero Academia OCs, I have seen Naruto OCs, I've seen lots of Roblox OCs, Minecraft OCs. I myself have a Cookie Run OC. You can also upload those. It's allowed as long as you're not breaching any form of like copyright problems. Yeah. It cannot be an official like existing character, but it can be an original rendition of existing IPs, if that makes sense. Yeah. Full body reference of flat colors or palette is usually preferable. Now, why is it that we prefer a flat color for your reference sheet? A lot of people have reference sheets with gorgeous shading, and you obviously want to put up like the best version of your character. So sometimes that might be an artwork that is fully rendered or has like lighting going on and all that. But when it comes to a reference sheet, it's usually better to have flat colors because that helps whoever's drawing your character to color pick more easily. So even if you don't have a reference sheet with the colors flat, then at least have some sort of palette so that people can color drop and work around what the actual colors are, because lighting and shading can skew the color perception a little bit. It also showcases the design more clearly and personality. Yeah. Exactly. Brad has a good point there. I think it's important that the design also has to be clear. Yeah. So if you have a front-facing reference, back-facing reference, it's the best. I will admit that my VTuber character does not really have a back-facing reference. That's because my backside is not designed, okay? So in all honesty, like Hime's big back is up for interpretation. I don't even know what my back looks like, not gonna lie. We just imagine the tail. Yeah, I do have a 3D model though, and my 3D model parent, Lauder, he's been busy of late, but he streams occasionally still. He is one of my OG moderators, so go and support him. He's great. He recently secured a job after having been searching for one for a while, so go and congratulate him if he comes in. Okay, he just got a new job, and this is public information because he blasted it on his socials already. Yeah. So he created a 3D model of Hime, and now she has one model with a back. Mine is minimally shaded, but also has colors on the side. Yeah, that helps. Everything at the front is just held together by only strings and tied at the back. I'm like a paper doll, you know. You turn around and it's just tabs. It's just tabs on a blank canvas. It's just Hime shaped. There's only 2 tails being shown and one being the small ass bunny model. Oh yeah, you're right. I do have a bunny model that has my tail on there as well. From baby no back to now baby got back. That's crazy. Okay, so since we're here, I'm also going to show you how you can upload a character. So once you create an account, right, you're going to see in the editing page all the things that you can edit, including like your profile picture and stuff like that. You can edit character permissions if you're not comfortable with people drawing your characters with other characters, for example, or if you have certain things you don't want people drawing your characters in, or if you don't want people to change your character's outfits, you can state all of that in the character perms. Yeah. And how to upload a character, you go to submit and then character. I don't know if it's very clear. Here it says submit character. Hold on, let me just move this here so you can see it a bit more clearly. You can put in a name, you can put in a description of your character, and most importantly is these two. So there's a main image and a thumbnail image, and you will have to make a thumbnail image that's 200 by 200 pixels in size, in PNG, GIF, or GIF format. So you might need to resize some of your really high-res stuff. But your main image, thumbnail image is going to be like how it appears on your profile. Name card thing. Oh yes, I will show you guys the name card thing as well. Did you create it? Does this image need a content filter, etc. Now, just to preface, Artfight is a, if I'm not wrong, it's a PG-13 site, or it's an E for everyone kind of site. So if your character has any sort of possible triggers or more mature themes to the character, you will have to put a content warning. So they have options for that as well. And once you submit your characters, this is what it's gonna look like on your page. Hold on. There we go. So if you go to anyone's profile and then the characters tab, you're gonna see all their characters or all their character variations. For me, it's one character with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 variations, and I feel like next year there's gonna be even more. But if we go to, let's say, Mfree's, hold on, where is it's Mfree? Oh, hold on, it's Mfree. It's just Mfree on Artfight, isn't it? There we go. So if let's say we go to Mfree's channel or Mfree's profile, for example, Mfree has 5 different OCs, so they are all distinct from one another and they're all different. You can also tag so that people can find your OCs more easily, and you can see that he has more of like the character perm setup where mine's just like don't be weird. Yeah. So once you submit your character, people can go to your character's profile. So for example, I go to Oleo's one. Oleo was the, I think, first character that I attacked. So if you see attacks, you'll see all the artwork that other people have made of Oleo. Wait, did I draw Oleo last year? No, it might be a different one, my bad. I think I drew Mateo. Hold on. No, I drew Snuffkins. Okay, my bad. Oh, you can also customize your page here. Oh, and every year there are teams. I'll get into the teams shortly, but every team has a different card as well, so that you can post it up on your socials and people know that you're participating in Artfight, as well as who your characters are, what kind of attacks you do. It looks something like this. I think it was a commission. Oh, yeah, that was a commission, my bad. But I think Snuffkins was the first one that I attacked, which was last year. Ah, there we are. Snuffkins 2025. So this was my attack on Snuffkins in 2025, and these are all the other attacks. So you'll see that under every character you'll have all the, it looks like a fan art page, you know, like all the different attacks people have done of his character are here. I'll show you mine real quick because I want to flex. Mine are all traditional attacks, so they look something like this. Like my ref photos don't have any need for trigger warning tags, however the lore of most of mine, oh gosh. So you'll also see a points indicator in every attack stats, which is something that you kind of declare when you are uploading an attack. Yeah. So we'll get into that shortly. So that's what the character sheets or character pages look like. So then when you have joined Artfight, you will join a team and start attacking. So every year there is going to be a team. I don't know how many of you guys play Splatoon. Anyone here play Splatoon? Right now we cannot see which team is in the lead, because it is, I think they close it about 4 days before art fight ends, and then you won't be able to see the points anymore. So for reference, how you earn points is by drawing other people's characters and uploading it to the site. Okay, so even on Artfight itself, you'll see how it works, site rules, attack guide, if these are things you want to go and know more about and really dive into. They have all the resources on here set up really, really neatly already. So go ahead and check it out. So in previous years, last year was crystals versus fossils. And this year is our first 3-way fight with comedy, mystery, and tragedy being the 3 factions that you can choose from. So you can also change your faction mid-art fight. That is totally fine. But for me, I usually just try to stick to one because it's easier for me to advertise and like and not have to change any of my like advertising stuff, you know? Yeah. So you will join one of the teams, but if you join a bit late, like maybe you joined Art Fight coming into the 15th of July, and perhaps some of the teams are already oversubscribed, you might be automatically shuffled into one of the teams to help to even out the numbers a little bit. Yeah. That's how you'll be shuffled into the teams. And the teams, as well as the teams that you are attacking, will determine the amount of points that you can earn. So there are 2 kinds of attacks. Let me show you the 2 kinds of attacks. There is regular attacks, which is you on one team attacking the other team, and there's friendly fire attacks. So friendly fire attacks, if I'm not mistaken, is 75% of regular attacks instead, because they want to encourage people to be attacking people on the opposing team, not just attacking each other. Was it 50% or 75%? Let me confirm, okay? Let me confirm. I think if I submitted an attack, you'll be able to see. Yeah. Okay, so here I can't submit anything unless I have an actual attack. Whoops. 75%. Okay. So I guessed it right. I got it right the first time. Yeah, 75%. So if you want to like maximize your points, right, you're gonna. Some people exclusively attack people from the opposing team to maximize the points. I just attack anyone who attacks me and that I feel their character looks cool. So I'm not very particular. I'm not the most efficient like attack planner. I just kind of take the points as they come, you know? Yeah. So in an attack, you will choose a title, you'll choose a description, you will also input the username of the person, the character ID, even on a person's character page. So for example, if we go to Hime's page here, oh, that is not my, okay. So let's say, you know what? No, I'll go to defenses instead. So let's say I want to attack Blueberry Cake, who was one of my most recent attackers. Let's say I want to attack this OC. Okay, I drew this OC. I want to upload an attack to it. You can just press the attack button here. There's also a bookmark button if you want to save characters and you don't have to always go back and search for them or create an Excel sheet, which is what I used to do. You can just click attack and it'll bring you to the pre-filled attack page where they already have the recipient's username, the person's character all filled up. Choose the size, whether it's a simple shape character. Simple shape characters include like regular shapes or simple worm characters and things like that. Or whether it is a headshot, bust up, half body or full body. That will determine the range of points that you can earn. And then you can choose whether you have done a drawing, 3D modeling, or craft. Now, I haven't done any animation or anything like that, so mine are mostly just drawing. Drawing has a few levels, rough sketch or clean, and then uncolored, rough color, or clean color / painted, unshaded, minimal shading, fully shaded. It is in ascending order of points too. So if yours has no background, it's worth less points than if it is a scene, for example. And if you want to know exactly what are the... Hold on. And if you want to know the exact point breakdown, you can go and check out their attack guide. Here, there's a polish button too. So a polish, it's kind of a self-declaration kind of thing, okay? This one is integrity-based, I feel. But polish is when you know that you've put in extra time and effort to achieve this attack's quality, regardless of skill levels. So obviously, everybody is at different skill levels. But if you yourself felt that this was a piece I really put my heart into, I really took the time and effort to create this piece. Thank you so much for the retention redemption. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah, I can't do that. Then you can click the polish button, and that's going to give you a few extra points as well. If it's animated, you have some extra options for you, whether it's animated background, minimal animation, partial, mix, full, and then what kind of animation techniques you're using as well, including VTuber rigs, animatics, stop motion, frame by frames. Okay, so lots of different kinds of things. You can also do 3D modeling and craft. So craft includes all the different kinds of materials. It is really, really cool to see the different kind of attacks that get thrown around on Artfight. I have seen people make cookies out of other people's characters. I've seen people make paper dolls. I've seen people make puppets, like VTuber rigs. I have seen clay dolls that people have made of other people's characters. It gets really insane. Like, I have seen some really, really cool running on Google Maps. Yeah. We have people like making those. I know that has been a thing though, but I feel like it's a very boomer thing personally. I feel like my parents' generation people will like go and run the picture, you know? Like run the Malayan or run a 61 for SG61, that kind of thing. One of my friends told me they got attacked and their character turned into an omelet. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I've always wanted to see... You know some people do pancake art, right? I think pancake art would be really cool to see. I'm sure it's already out there. I just haven't seen one myself. And I saw one that transformed their character into a Lego like sculpture with the pieces and the building steps and everything. I thought that one was pretty insane. Oh, it was pancake. Okay. Pancake makes more sense because omelet is a little bit difficult. Omelet would probably be like you make the omelet and then you use ketchup to draw, right? Like in the make cafes. Building steps. Yeah. It came with a full... Hold on. I think I saw Lego Art Fight Attack. I'm quite sure we can find it. Manage complete for craft Lego. I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, look. Some people are making little Lego builds of other people's OCs and it's just so freaking cute, dude. So cute. I don't think all of it comes with the building steps, but the one I saw, they had sort of a predator looking character and the attacker also break down the blocks you need and how to build it. That was pretty insane. FOMO! So it is really a very open-ended kind of art platform where regardless of your craft, regardless of the kind of art that you do, you can participate in Artfight. It's very, very inclusive and you can just submit any kind of attack, really. There's some crazy kinds of attacks. I don't know if there is a page which features just the cool attacks, you know, or unique kinds of attacks, but I've seen a couple of different ones over the month. People post on it on Twitter usually, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah. So in essence, this is how Artfight works. If you have any questions, you can ask. I will try my best to answer. But this is only my second year participating in Artfight. I think that there might be people in chat who have participated in this way longer than I have. So I will do my best to do the introduction, but I apologize if I'm not doing like a very full one. Yeah. I'm quite excited to see like the achievements though. I think eventually when I get to 100 attacks, I'll get one more achievement. So there are cute little badges that you can unlock also, depending on the team that you join, etc., etc. Yeah, and there's also cool ways to discover people to attack. So some people camp at the recent attacks. One person I saw called this spawn camping, but they basically just camp in the recent character section, right? And then they look at like what characters were uploaded maybe 5 minutes ago, and then they immediately create an attack and attack them like 30 minutes later just to like jump scare the person. It's quite funny. They call it spawn camping, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. I haven't tried that, but maybe next year I'll spawn camp too. Hi, Blooming Boma, nice to see you. Ampri says, at most they do some blog posts that feature some of the most wild attacks. One being an attack which is Van Gogh Starry Night, but it's 5,000 worm OCs. And that was allowed, right? I think, yeah, people go crazy. I did that to Hime's Pony Sona. I know, you were so quick with it. I was like, hey, didn't I just upload it today? And then I got an attack on Pony Hime. Yeah, that's legendary. Wormy Night. We also have some really big artists on the platform as well, including, I think there was the artist of Homestuck, right? And the artist of some other webtoons that are on here also. Yeah. But I honestly feel like I've gotten to know a lot of cool people through Artfight internationally. Mostly is from the Discord. So the Artfight Discord is a really nice place to go if you're looking for people to draw. Chanhiro, thank you so much for the raid. So I'm always camping in the target hunting channel, and this is where I also have my own one. Speaking of, maybe I should forward mine over. So usually you just send one message, or you craft one message with your hit list and with your ad and everything. I put my personal art so that people can see what kind of art I do too. And then we forward it to target hunting. So it appears at the bottom. This one I think you can post every 3 hours or so. And you can see people's art at a glance. I like this format because it's easy for me to see like people's stuff easily. Oh, I wanna tag them eventually. Yeah. So I like to camp in the target hunting one personally. Oh, look at that! They have bracelet attacks too. That's so freaking cute, dude. What the heck? I think they no longer allow people to make versions of famous painting because it's hard to tell if it's AI or not. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of integrity based, right? With a lot of art stuff now, like, if people identify your work as AI and then they report it, like, that's how it's gonna get taken down. But it really defeats the spirit of the art gifting game if you are creating like AI generations of people's OCs and uploading it. So I think they moderate that quite strictly. Hi Chanhiro, thank you so much for the raid. How's Pal World? I hope you are enjoying yourself. We are having a art fight review stream today. Oh, this person's named Theo too. Cute. I just saw that they have really cute characters, so I wanted to bookmark one in case. It's a rule that you can't redraw famous paintings anymore. Ah, I see. Oh, that's fair, yeah. Why would anyone do that? There's a surprising number of people who would, I guess. They don't align with the spirit of the game, basically. Using AI for art fight. Yeah. Yeah, so sad, right? So sad. Okay, so we have reached a point of, I think it's already okay, by 9 o'clock we're gonna go and start visiting all our different community members. And for those who just came in, hello, my name is Himita Kima Bunny Princess VT, and today we are doing an SLSG art fight review. If you don't know what's SLSG, it is StreamLahSG, which is an up and coming / already existing but still coming up community hub for Singapore streamers and creators. Even if you are just a creator from somewhere else, you're welcome to join as well. But if you want to join the official Twitch team, however, you either have to be based in Singapore or primarily create content in Singapore. So if you want more information about the Twitch team, more information about anything at all, you can ask in the chat, or you can join the Discord and ask over there. If you have any questions, it is a place with a lot of people who are quite experienced in streaming. From my involvement, okay, I will say that there are a number of community members who have been streaming a long time already inside StreamLahSG. So it is a really rich resource for people who are looking to start out, or if you're looking for advice, or if you're even looking for people to collab with or just play games with and things. Great place to go and start looking for people. So even for me, I was looking through the SLSG art fight. I have my own channel on my own Discord, of course, but I also have one on SLSG, or we have one on SLSG, the art fight channel, where people kind of posted their usernames, and then I went to like go and see. I think I attacked M3. I wanted to attack Berita, but I hadn't been able to because they didn't. She hasn't submitted her profile, and Dougie just joined like yesterday, so I haven't attacked Dougie either. But maybe I kind of don't want to ruin the 50 though, because I already did 50 attacks. But who knows? If I have time, maybe I'll do one more or two more before the month closes. Okay. So any more questions about art fight or SLSG, StreamLahSG, please let me know. And if you have any like wonderings about me, I have a quick welcome message for you too. I have a website if you want to visit it, where I'm also going to be featuring some of the artwork that people have done for me. So actually, I have all my art fights from last year somewhere here. I think it was in Art Gallery 2024, 2026. Was that? It's either Art Gallery or it's hold on, all this illustration contest. Oh yeah, it might be in the fan art one instead because Art Gallery is more of art that I either paid for or made myself. Fan Art Gallery is stuff that I've received for free that I want to really showcase. Like, oh, here it is. So Art Fight 2025, I received 8 attacks from different people. So these were the attacks that I got from people last year. Some of them I attacked again. Monotoma is based in Singapore if you want to check them out. They do like monochrome artworks, and they also did my Love and Deep Space starting screen. Hold on, this one. Both the Stickman one and the like and the crazy detailed one. I asked her to add Valco, so I think they'll add her Valco like after our fight. Retro, who we streamed with. Hanguin, who's I think a game dev and artist, pixel artist. His artwork is really cool too, but he's not based in Singapore. And White Taco, who did a super cute 3D version of me. She's so cute. Yeah, so after Art Fight ends in 2026, I'll also be putting... You only got 8 attacks last year. Okay, I did not just get 8 attacks last year. I got a lot of attacks that were not of Hime. So all of the attacks that are not of Hime are not included here. But I only took those that attacked Hime. That's why. So I got maybe 15 or 20 attacks last year, if I'm not mistaken. But I had a lot more characters that were on my page. So something about... I realized that after I uploaded all my characters, they're still there, but they're archived or hidden, is that I actually mostly use and want art of Hime, so I just feature Hime now. But previously I had, I think, 15 different characters that were available for people to draw, so people chose quite a few other ones. Explains why I wasn't on there, I got confused. Yeah, this one's just the Hime ones, because it is like my Hime page. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about my backside, right? Here's my tail. The only model where you can see her tail. Okay. Sorry, sidetrack a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna be uploading all of the attacks that I got this year onto that site as well once our fight closes. Okay, is it almost 9? Yes, it is. So we're gonna start visiting the different members of SLSG soon. This is gonna be kind of like a casual gallery walk kind of thing. And if you are in chat after we've gone through all of the people's accounts that we wanted to go through, I'll also post their usernames in chat as we go along. So if you want to follow them, attack them in the future or anything, you can easily do that. So the first person we have on our list of feature SLSG members is Amphrey. Hold on, I think I have another window altogether which already has that. There we go. Oh, it's hidden here. Okay. All right, Amphrey, since you're here, do you want to do a quick intro? Mayhaps. But Amphrey chose Team Tragedy this year, it looks like, and they do Friendly Fire, they do Revenge, I think, I'm not sure, have you done a Mass Attack? I don't know what to intro. No worries. Oh, and Amphrey is also a frequent art meetup attendee, so it's been nice seeing you over the months, getting to like meet and chat and do art together. Oh, you did one Mass Attack, or did you receive a Mass Attack? Anyone, especially bag beans. What are bag beans? That's what I want to know. Both actually. Oh, nice. I also received some Mass Attacks this year. It's quite interesting. What are bag beans, dude? I have not heard of that term before. Am I missing something? Okay, his profile. 2025 is Mateo's sweep, and so is 2026. Only he gets the love this year. Just kidding. Preferably Mateo still, but the rest of the band also deserves some love too. So if you are attacking Amphrey for the first time, Mateo is his main OC, I think. And then the rest of the OCs, draw them too when you have the time. Last year I drew Snuffkins, and then the following year, this year, I drew Olive. So you can see my attack over here. Oh, it's a closed species that's popular on DeviantArt. It's in my mass attack. Ooh, let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna stockies. Okay, Amphrey did a lot of it. Look at how gorgeous this art is. I feel like your art has really... It has changed a little bit since last year and this year. The background has definitely changed. Your rendering, also your shading has a bit more like depth to it, I feel. I did one mass attack of 11 people and got one mass attack from a MHA comic artist. Let's go. Teeny bit. You can see a bit of a style change. Oh, is this a mass bag bean attack? Oh, so cute! What the heck? They are adorable. Bean Tasya Binanza. That's so adorable. Bag beans. Oh, 1,016 points. Holy! 20 bag beans. That's crazy. I've never heard of bag beans before. That's mad. Bag bean species. Hold on. Bag beans. Is this what they're called? Oh, they have a little... Oh my god. I was about to say something weird, but what I meant was the shape is cute. They have a little hanging shape to them. They're adorable though. It kind of reminds me of those Beanie Babies. I think it might have been inspired by that, right? Beanie Babies, where they have little... Why'd you say it like that? I'm fighting my urge to say everything on my mind, okay? Raise eyebrow emoji. It's a closed species by Griff Snuff, Sidonic, and Candy Cube. Love them for their beanbag silhouettes. It's cute, yeah. I like the tail and the ears. I've never heard of this species, but to be fair, I feel like I'm a bit detached from DeviantArt in general. Let me just stalk this a bit, okay? Because I think it's quite interesting. Social adventures and oh, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of Palicos from Monster Hunter. They've got a little bit of that energy to them, you know, like adventurous, helpful, or mischievous. All bag beans have the heart bone at the end of their ribs. They also use floop horses as farm animals. Oh, that's a different one? Cute! And they make accessories! They've become relatively indie ever since DeviantArt exploded. Ah, I love the cheeky expression. They got the same snoot as like your character, Amphrey. Amphrey's characters also has this little like snoot and ears type thing going on. Although yours is not a bag bean, right? Yours is just your own species. Cute. I see the inspiration though. Thank you for introducing me to bag beans. I learned something new today. Also, wait, 100 and there's 19 characters in here. Let's divide it. Is it worth doing mass attacks? 53.5 average points per bag bean drawn. It worth it actually. Oh no, look at all the deleted and hidden characters. Sadness. It's true, Mateo in fact started as a bag bean, but because of closed species rules and wanting to do a more original thing, I spun up his design to his current appearance now. Ah, okay. So now Mateo and the gang have kind of a more personalized feel to them. And they don't have a fixed species, but you can see they have little snoots as well as like cute little ears. Maybe you should just make your own species, you know? Since they already exist in these forms. Right? But species, I feel like, has always been quite furry-oriented. Although there are like human-type species too. I feel like I see more furry-type species because when you can interchange animal parts and tails and ears, it makes it a little easier to customize. Haven't given much thought about it. I mean, maybe when Art Fight is over, if you don't have like any part, wouldn't it be a cool stream wouldn't it be a cool content idea to design your own species on stream? I think that would be cool. I would tune into that. Like, see what you can kind of concoct, right? Through mixing of different stream idea. Yeah, let's create a species kind of idea. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't think that I know any particular artist that is a world building. Yeah, I get the world building part though. I've seen a lot of speculative biology type world building, but not as much of like OC species building. Does that make sense? I think that would be cool. If anyone's up for something like that, I would be happy to host a species creation stream. I know someone who does stream world building. That's so cool. Man. And brainstorm with the chat. That's wild. I had followed a couple of world builders on YouTube and Patreon in the past. There was, but I can't remember their names now. They're kind of escaping my thoughts. It would be very cool. I love making my own species. All right. If you'd be keen on participating or tuning into it to a stream like that, press 1 in chat, and maybe we can work something out. Because honestly, I feel like it would be cool for us to come together and like create something, whether it is like a community species or whether it is like everyone making their own and then we share ideas later. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that mean that you are increasingly interested, or does that mean that you are not as interested? Not 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. So already bred and free. 6, 7, Dougie. I don't know if that means you're interested or not. I should just ask y'all to write me instead next time. M-E. Less interpretation. Every time I ask for numbers now, everybody gives me different numbers. Who knows? Fair enough. Okay. So for this year, Emfree, since you happen to be here, is there... Oh, okay, Doug. Okay, I'm actually taking down your names, okay? Like attendance all. Is there any particular attack that you were super proud of this year? I'm guessing your this year's attacks started here. You have 4 here. So we have Ufi, we have Aqua, we have Simone, or something like Cinnamon. I feel like the characters are getting a bit warped here. And a Ribbon Eel Cookie. Super cute artwork. I see that Emfree does cookie artwork too. Oh frick, I don't know if I can attend and I'm not a furry artist. Hope I can though. Hey, no worries. First one with the pony. Nail the colors on that one. This one? Ufi? Alright, so we'll show... If you are in chat, I'll just ask you which artwork you want to showcase. But if you happen to not be here, right, I'll just like roughly see and visit, okay? It'll be like going into a gallery and then just kind of wandering around and appreciating whatever has been created and submitted. So here, Ufi. What a cute ass character, dude. This character is so dang cute. First art fight goes to Colorful Colors Ufi. Her new design is so cute. I could not bear not to draw her. Hope you like it. I think she must have loved it. Look at the texture on this, bro. Looking like a Pop-Tart with sprinkled sugar. It's the most satisfying color palette I've done without reference. Oh, interesting. Wait, what do you mean without reference? Do you usually pick a palette that you want to work with and then you incorporate those colors in your work? I feel like I've never really worked that way before. I always just look at the character and then like eyeball the colors, but sometimes I get it a bit not so accurately and then I'll just edit it in post. Usually I drop the references but spin up the mood and color tones. I see. Oh, using the curves and all those like screen options. Got it. I feel like anything based on space is usually really cool. Especially background wise, it's do you guys remember early on in the 2010s there was a whole era of people just galaxy everything, mustache everything, don't know what, like Tumblr kid era type thing. Everybody was wearing galaxy print or drawing galaxy print or doing something galaxy related, and it's easy to make it aesthetically pleasing, I feel. Yes, I was one of them. So was I. We're revealing our age here, guys. Those who were in the early 2010s and in those Tumblr era. Yeah. Hime, I own Galaxy pants! No way! I used to watercolor pencils and make Galaxy Sky! Oh man, and then there was oh, I remember whose work was this was the one. Tini art. Rest in peace. Tini was lovely. Do you remember this trending artwork? Guys! This was iconic for our era. Tini art, oh, rest in peace. She did such amazing work. This was her starry-eyed girl. Yes, Tini, her work is so iconic. It's gonna live on forever in our like early 2010s artist memories. Bro, look at all the fan work that was made of this. People redrew this like crazy. And the makeup too. Oh my god, so gorgeous. Oh, Tini, I didn't follow her back then, but the news really impacted an amount of people. Of course. I think she inspired a lot of people with her work. Not just this, but like, yeah, she passed away. She passed away, I think, a couple years ago. It's quite unfortunate. Sad. I think her sister was the one that posted it on socials to tell people that she had passed away already. Yeah. We lose a lot of great artists over the years, you know, like as the time goes by. But yeah, Tini art, you will be forever remembered in my memories as a baby artist. This was, I think I did a fan art rendition of this as well years ago. Not sure from what, but she was battling physical health issues. Yeah, I can't remember the specifics, but it was something about health. So she departed a lot earlier than a lot of people expected, and it was very, very sad. Okay, drinking some water here. So anyway, that was nice to go through memory lane a little. But back to Amfrey's art here. What is your favorite part of this? Is it the color palette? I really like the shading that you did here that are in blocks. I get it. I personally knew an amazing artist who passed unexpectedly. Yeah, a lot of people. It's so sad. I really like the background for this. I mean, apart from it being galaxy art lah, but you know, sprinkles everything. It's my usual cell shading. But it looks like extra delicious with colors like that, I feel. Personally. Oh yeah, Amfrey did artwork of me, I think last year? Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. It was for my anniversary. So if you've ever wanted to see Hime in Amfrey style, right? Wait, where is that picture? I'm very sure I have it. Okay, well, if I find it, I'll let you know. It was a gift piece. Hold on, let me plug it. Ayo. Okay, so I'll also explore a little bit. Okay, it's maybe it's a blessing in disguise that we don't have so many people to visit, because I can really just take the time to expand on the few people that have decided to come in today. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of SLSG, by the way. Yes, this is the one! This is the one! Looky! Aw, man. This is the one from last year. How long was it? 36 weeks ago. I wish they would just put the damn date, you know. Instagram just does this thing. It's like, oh, if you hover over, you can see November 18th, 2025. But why the heck would you put 36 weeks ago? Like this was a child born 36 weeks ago. How old is your artwork? It is 36 weeks old. It's gorgeous. Thank you so much for this, by the way. I saw like so much effort is put into his line art and everything. Every step of the way you can see. Like, this is a sketch, guys. And then from the sketch, you have the line art. And flat colors, which is crazy looking. Also, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I totally understand if people charge me extra for my complex complex character chart, because holy. Look at that. Oh, I see already. I feel it. I feel the 辛苦, you know. I feel the effort. Let's go shading. It looks like there were at least 3 or 4 rounds of shading going through the entire thing. Definitely a challenge. Definitely a challenge, never again, right? I get it. When I draw myself or something, I'm like, oh. Okay, that said, okay, definitely a challenge. So if you guys want to attack Emfrey, it's still not too late. He has Mateo, Olio, Olive, Dirk, and Snuffkins that you can attack. Although I believe his main OC is Mateo. Look at these badges, bro. Yo. Ding, 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 ding. Team Dream, Team Spicy, Team Vampires, Team Seafoam. I only came in here. Team Steampunk. And Team Fossils. Still trying to punch out 3 to 4 more. You got this. You got this. I believe. I believe you can do it. Alright, so that's it for Emfrey. Is there anything else you would like to say, Emph? And stats. Oh, you gained 277.75 points this year. Let's go. 2019, a lot of badges. Yeah. Nothing else. I know there was some controversy when we look at battle ratios, right? Okay, let me explain battle ratios for people who have not really been on the site. Battle ratio shows how many attacks versus how many defenses you receive. So defenses are basically people attack you. Attacks are you attack other people. So if you have a higher attack ratio, then you will have a higher battle ratio. Like if you draw for other people more than people draw for you, right? Then you'll have a high battle ratio. But actually, I feel like maybe some users do look at battle ratio if they want to gauge how likely it might be that they will get a revenge attack. But for the most part, it's not a super significant number in my opinion, because really, right, if you look at people like Emfrey who do really, really fully rendered, full illustration art pieces, it's hard to say that this is worth less than any of the other like attacks that other people do. It's more of just a quantity thing, right? So that one's just a quantity thing. I know that you can sort users by battle ratio and all, but I don't personally do that. There were some controversy about like, oh, just attack people with higher battle ratio so that you have a likelihood of getting things back. But the spirit of art fight is not so much of like giving so that you can get something back, but just giving in general. Like don't expect anything in return. That what you create should be an appreciation of the character that you are making art for, and not so much like I wanna draw for you so that I maybe will get something back. It's a lot of people have the misconception that revenge art is a god-given right and set themselves up for disappointment when they share gift art. Yeah, it's quite. I think it's something that they should learn over time, but revenges are not an obligation for sure. And I think a lot of people have made that a bit more clear now in their profiles and in their hit lists and things like that. Even for me, my hit list also states that by filling up the hit list, I may not guarantee an attack and I may not be able to guarantee any revenges, but if I like your character, then I'll draw it, you know? Because it's more of that. It's about exposure to other people's creations and characters that they care about, and showing an appreciation for that, because so often we are surrounded by characters and fan art of other existing IPs or things that are bigger than ourselves. So it's quite nice to have a month just like July where most of my work is just focused on other people's creations, and it's not necessarily, I mean, okay, big IPs, all this are also other people's creations, but you know what I mean, right? It's like individual artist babies, you know? Like I'm drawing these artist children right now. At the same time, an attack could either be a little bump in happiness, and others could absolutely make others' days or even weeks. Yeah, exactly. Every time I receive an attack, I feel very grateful and blessed, regardless of like the skill level, regardless of what it looks like. But the fact that somebody has taken the time out of their day to create art of my character by hand is so wild and knocks the wind out of me, even though I know I've done that for other people too. But I think a lot of us are very used to giving and not as used to receiving. How many of you feel that way? Or do you feel more used to receiving and less used to giving? I don't know. I've always been a bit more used to giving than receiving. But I think over the years, I've been very blessed to have received a lot of fan art, received a lot of like fan made work or community made stuff that I just learned to accept also. In the past, I think I would have had an attitude of a bit of indebtedness, you know, like, oh, you've drawn me, so I definitely want to draw you back. I have to, otherwise I'll feel like things are not balanced between us or there's like something I owe you. But nowadays, I just want to assume that people giving me anything do it out of the goodness of their heart. And I know it's like a benefit of the doubt thing, because not everybody has that same pure intention, right, when it comes to giving art gifts. But I'll just assume that lah, because that's what that's the kind of approach I take when it comes to gifting art to others also. Used to be more receiving, but now mostly giving, though it's also my fault since I have the same roster for years and most people wouldn't draw the same OC again. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Mayhaps. That's true. I feel like there are some people who will want to revisit and do a redraw because they want to see like how much their skills have grown, and it's easier to gauge when you are drawing the same subject matter. For myself, I do like to look for new characters to draw, but if it's someone that I enjoyed attacking or exchanging revenge chains with in like last year, I'll find another character or one of the characters I haven't drawn on their profile and then just attack them also. I might even attack the same one if they only have one character, which some of the people I attacked only have one character. Okay, that said, I think we should move on. Unfortunately, Barativ hasn't managed to... One recent follower, it's me! Barativ, she's an artist from Singapore. You know what, let me just give her a shout out since her art fight... She did not manage to set it up this year. But she's really lovely. When we had IRL Hype House last year, I was boothing with her, and she does a lot of cute original artwork of her mascot characters and stickers and like 3D printed keycaps and things. So go and support. She's doing, I think, part-time. If I'm not mistaken, she's trying to make this a full-time gig if she can. And then on the side, she does like other stuff. She streams when she goes out on her job runs and things too. I like drawing the same OC each year because one single one I like redrawing everywhere. Wow! Okay, so go and check her out. I'll just give her a quick shout out and you can go and follow her IG where she has more stuff on there and you can be updated when she updates her things too. She is quite active in the boothing space. So with all the different art markets, I'm pretty sure if you are looking to catch her or purchase and support her, right, you can probably find her at one of the art markets that are upcoming. 24th to 26th September, she's going to be at the Art Corner Market at NAFA! Yay! So go and support. Okie dokie! Now we're going to Dougie Draws. Not my notification outing me as just following you, Dougie. But welcome. Thank you so much for joining as a SLSG member now too. Let's go. Alright, so Dougie Draws is someone that I've met recently. Hi, is it Shara? First time chat. Thank you so much, Shara. Thanks for coming in. So Dougie or Jess is someone I met just this year, but I don't know about you, Doug, but I felt a real kinship when we met. Like, you have this chill energy about you that is very magnetic, that is very comfortable for me. And I feel like you're someone really cool to hang out with. And I love hanging out with you and, like, your friends and coming together. Good vibes, basically. Good vibes, okay? Yeah. So, we met during a local art meet that I hosted. And I'm not used to taking compliments. Well, you better get used to it. So just to show you guys what went down at our art meet, okay? And these art meets I also open up to the SLSG people. So if you join our SLSG Discord or whether you join my Discord, like it's broadcasted on both sides because it's based in Singapore. So this is what happened at our art meet. I prepared like little, my wrists were broken. We drew for each other. We had a giant gyoza platter. 50 gyoza, by the way. And we had different people drawing on each other's sketchbooks, trading. Oh, we can see some Mateo gift art here. I remember this. Yeah, it was just 10 weeks ago, guys. It was in May. This was right after Dojima because I felt, IRL Hime jump scare. because I felt like as we went around the Dojima booths, I kept saying like, let's meet up soon to all my artist friends. And then we're like, hold on, actually we haven't met up and we haven't really been making opportunities to meet up, right? So I decided to host one with some of my friends. It was just 3 of us at first, 3 of my closer like artist friends I've known from at least 10 years ago. And then afterwards, we're like, actually, you want to open Joe or not? So we opened Joe and I broadcast it on my Instagram, right? And then Dougie was one of the first people to come and express interest. They brought some friends. And then we had Emfree and Min and some of the other friends from that site too. And just random groups of people coming together. And we were sitting at Scape, if you can't tell. Scape has this grass patch area within the mall. And we just kind of populated that space to draw together. Oh, it was great. Subsequently, oh wait, how was your drawing competition? Yeah, subsequently I was thinking like, did we meet in the most recent one? And I was like, yeah, we did. So that was the first art meet from a 3 people meetup to a 20 people meetup. Kind of insane. I'm glad that it went okay and I hope that nobody felt left out. Afterwards we went for dinner and all. I didn't win, Sai. Oh, sorry to hear that. We're rooting for you though. There was some formidable competition, of course. Leah, your art is already like amazing. I can only imagine like there must be some experienced like tough artists out there, you know, serious artists. Oh yes, and then we had our visit to the Illustration Arts Festival that happened 3 weeks ago. That was earlier July. I can't believe it's only been 3 weeks. It feels like it's been longer than that. Maybe I just miss y'all more. But we went for the Illustration Arts Festival, then subsequently went to Vivo City to chill. So we met a lot of different artists and I bought a lot of artwork there. Victor drew me. I received some gift art from some of the attendees there. Karaoke meetup when? Definitely soon, definitely. I already had one of my community members messaging me yesterday like, when karaoke? Because we were karaokeing in chat last night. Okay, this meetup was a bit smaller, but it was also because I felt like it's a bit more comfortable that way. I didn't cap the attendees, by the way, but it just so happened to be a slightly smaller group. So there were maybe about 8 or 10 of us who went to Illustration Arts Fest first at Keppel District Keppel Tanjong District Park, and then we went to Vivo City and more people like joined over the day. It was so chaos. At night we were like, a lot more people went for dinner this time though. We all went for dinner at, was it Popeyes? I think it was Popeyes downstairs, and there were at least 9 of us, so we were wondering whether we could even get a seat, but we did, so that was nice. And then the last meetup I went to was a slightly more close one. So for those of you who don't know those of you who know Dojin Market or Dojinma in Singapore, is huge Dojin event that has been going on for I think 12 or 13 years now. Jollibee, oh yes, Jollibee, not Popeyes. You're right, it was Jollibee. I had the spaghetti. How did I misremember? See, I don't post about it and I forget. But Dojin Market is trying to hold community art jams every month now. So if you're keen, go and follow them. And they will do a meetup for August, I think. This happened on 15th of July. So I'm assuming it's going to be sometime mid-month of August as well. I'm not sure if I'll be going because I have to see my availability, but that was really fun because I got to catch up with some of my old friends there. I ended up not really doing any art because we ended up just talking the entire time, but it was a bit more of a networking event than it is like strictly an art meet. Whereas my personal meetups that I host with all these wonderful people, I try to make it so that we actually sit down and do artwork. Because too often we say let's meet, and then we don't do any art. Jollibee, Popeye, same thing because I don't have either. Oh no! Same thing. The Jollibee memory collapsing is like that Jollibee that collapsed during an earthquake. There's what? What? That's my ad. Okay, so let's take a look at Dougie's characters here. Dougie, do you have a particular character that you... Okay, I cannot read because I'm on light mode. Do you have a particular character that you would like to spotlight for the stream? I see a raccoon. Is that a raccoon? And is that a bone character? My gay man. Which one? Is it the first two? They kind of look like they're in the same picture. It's like one of those connecting card type things. Harry Nakamura, Japanese British man, passionate in music. So cute! Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, this is adorable. How? 35-year-old half Japanese, half British fellow working a corporate job in the day, performing live in small bars at night. One day he met a sweet taxi driver and their story began. That's adorable. Wait, so how did... Okay, they met in a taxi. Is there like a world connected to these characters, or are they just kind of your comfort characters type things? Stanley Wijaya, a 30-year-old Indonesian taxi driver working overseas. A lucky encounter at a random bar with a charming singer changes his life. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Oh my god, he's so tired. This is so me on the regular work day. Oh, they met at the bar. Oh, my bad. At a random bar. Ah, okay. Sorry. My reading comprehension is... You're right. He met a sweet taxi driver. My bad. I thought they like entered the same taxi and that's how they met. I can't hear Nakamura without thinking of Percy Jackson. Cute. Are they in a relationship? It kind of looks like they are. They kissed. Though you can kiss someone without being in a relationship. That's a whole nother conversation. I have a story for these two, but I haven't written it down. Oh, okay. I really look forward to knowing more about their story. I have no written lore for these two. Fair. I'd rather not go into kissing people that you're not in a relationship with. I don't know how many of you guys kissed your parents when you were kids. I used to kiss my parents when we were kids. On the lips. And then as I got older, it evolved to just the cheeks. Or their heads. I feel them like kind of withering under me as I get older and they get older. Huh. They're in a relationship in the story. Oh, okay. Nice. There's chapters and there's chapters! Where can we read that? Is there a you kiss your parents on the lips? I used to as a child until maybe end of primary school type thing. It was a pretty normal thing. It was just like a peck, you know? I kind of just grew up that way. My mom especially is quite like physically affectionate with us. And then as I entered my teenhood, I wanted none of that, right? They respected it and we just didn't until I became an adult, and then I started realizing that, man, they're just getting so much older, you know, as I get older, and I feel like my time with them is running shorter now. So I'll hug them and kiss them goodbye before I like leave their house and everything. Well, not on the lips anymore, but like on the cheek or on the head, you know, just friendly, affectionate stuff. My brothers don't do that. It's just me. There was a period of time where I told myself, like, I want to let my parents know that I love them more. Despite all the imperfections, despite everything that I had to go through growing up. You know, at the end of the day, I still do love them, so I'll say it more often. And now they're more comfortable saying it back also. For a while, they were just like, uncomfortable. Like, oh, I guess I love you. It takes time, you know? It takes time. Out of Agile, welcome back. Speaking of I love yous, have they said I love you to each other? Asian parents, man. Yeah. I haven't gotten to draw any of Dougie's characters. Have they now? Have they? That's the big question. Okay. Warning, moderate gore for Doug. I'm guessing Doug is your... Yo! Oh my god, it's Dougie. It's Dougie. This is exactly how dapper they dressed when I saw them. This is so related. I'm crying. This is such a great reaction image, my friend. Mood. We just need a fly coming out of there. Why are artists broke? Why are we broke, guys? Why are we broke, actually? Is it because we keep spending on other things? Or is my Discord profile picture? Gosh. Me right now, actually, I've got $0. Brad, you are still a growing child. You will be fine. You're still under your parents' care, right? Right? But I will say, one of my regrets as I got older, listen up, youngins. Those of you younger than me, I don't really say my real age on stream anymore, but know that I'm past my mid-20s. And those of you in your early 20s, or even younger than that, my main regret when I was younger is not forming the habits of saving early. I started saving only in my mid-20s because prior to that, I always felt like it's very hard to save. I'd rather just, you know, spend it now, here and now. But I only realized much later on that saving money is actually so important. Not just the monetary like amount, but the act of saving and forming that habit is so important later on. And it's harder to form that habit if you don't already have it in place. I saved every day when I was younger. Yeah, I kind of get it, but the way that I saved when I was younger wasn't very structured, and that kind of fizzled out after I started earning my own money. So, okay, this is a side conversation. I know we're talking about art, but like, I think it's so relevant because a lot of artists are starving. You gotta understand that in your late 20s, right? Or in your past mid-20s, or even in your early 20s if you're younger than 20 right now, is when you're gonna have a lot more freedom and opportunities come your way that you will need and want money to do. So where possible, you should try to at least save. Learning to invest is a whole nother ball. It's like a whole nother giant to tackle. But saving first and then later learning to invest safely is very, very important. There is, if you are anything like me and you are either like, you're not, you know, uber rich, or you're not comfortable, as people like to say, if you're not in a comfortable kind of earning capacity, you will need to invest eventually. Otherwise, there's no other way to... It's very hard for you to just save your way to financial freedom or save your way to retirement. Like, there's no way. I've always saved ever since I got my job. That's great, Amfrey. I'm so happy for you. I wish that I started saving when I got my job. Actually, I did. I did save, but I eventually spent most of it on my wedding and then honeymoon and... subsequently some other like big ticket purchases, which is what you're kind of saving for anyway. So there was a soft reset when I hit my mid-20s. I married in my early 20s, and then my mid-20s I had a little soft reset because of all these major expenses that we were committing to. And subsequently now I still try to set aside money for different purposes. I have a much better earning capacity now, thank goodness. But I know, like, if you're a freelance artist, that gets a lot harder to do also. So, all the best, guys. All the best. For all the money I got as a kid was the coins I would find on the ground. Then when my parents needed money, they would take all the coins I saved? No! That is so unhealthy. That's so... Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. For real, for real. Parents should be teaching their children how to use their money well, not relying on them to generate any money for them in any way. But I'm also saying that coming from a position of my parents had the capacity to raise me in their economy from one paycheck, and that was like the mean paycheck, not like a high paying job, you know what I mean? They came from a generation that could raise 3 children on one paycheck for 8 years before my mom had to go back to work, when all of us were on schooling age already. I can't do that now. Alright, that aside, anyway, this triggered a lot of conversations, didn't it? But Dougie's so cool. Please go and follow them. What's going on here? Medicated for depression, but still slightly off kilter. Vessel created by artists to project violent fantasies from... Whoa! Ah... That's crazy, Doug. That's crazy. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of... Do you know the little game? I don't know if anyone was ever on Y8 Games. Did you ever play this game? Interactive Buddy? Interactive Buddy is a ragdoll physics thing which people used to abuse on YA games. It was so sad. I was always very gentle with the buddy because I couldn't stand to see it like suffering. But I don't like those games. I don't like it either. But my brothers loved it. They were like, hee hee ha ha, look at it flying around. I mean, yeah, alright. I was such a good kid back then. I like the farming sim game. There was one farming sim game and a couple of like dating sim games that I should not have been playing at 10, but they were on the site, so I just played it anyway. It was still like very safe for work. It's just that, yeah, the genre. It's the genre. Okay, so Dougie, do you have any particular attacks that you would like us to feature since we are here? I was such a good kid. It's the good kids that all have mental health problems. Yo! Totally not speaking of myself. Wink wonk. The one with the puppeteer. Okay, let's see. Let's see your attacks. Puppeteer. What is that? The Halo one? The Crimson's... Well, you actually title your stuff. I end up just writing the... I just end up writing the character name most of the time. The Crimson Silk Spinner. Sweet Lily. Speak no evil, see no evil. The puppeteer. Okay, I see it. Aiden. Blue and Gloom. The Halo one. Okay. Oh, I have seen artwork like that where they have the spotlight type thing. It looks so cool, dude. Yeah. It's so... It's got such strong contrast. I like naming stuff. Fair. Fun fact, the Dummy Guys VA versus the same VA for Mori from BSD and Hikosa from H... What? I like how I did the lighting here. I like it too. I have yet to attempt a spotlight photo like that. But it looks super cool. Oh my gosh. Is the character a puppeteer? I'm guessing. Gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. Wait, you didn't put polished for this one? But it looks so... It looks like you sandpapered the crap out of this. Damn. Well, yup. No! Dugga. This is squeaking clean. I can hear it. Look, as I drag my mouse over. It's so polished. Yeah. It's gorgeous. Oh no, you forgot. Well, you can re-upload it if you want to recalculate the points. Unfortunately, there's no way to edit it like once it's up. Sounds like a squirrel. I don't know what kind of squirrel you are hearing. Your squirrel being dragged along the windshield or something. Oh my god. This is a gorgeous piece though. Thank you so much. Taxidermy rat is... Taxidermy rat, not taxidermy rat. That... I can't read. Oh, that one. Thank you so much for the stream stem. Yes, hit that button so that people know that we're not losers. I'm kidding. Not losers, but like... So that Twitch knows that my chat is active. For me, it's like, I only spent a few hours on this. This isn't a lot of time. Ah, no polish. What? That's mad. But that's because you have some really like crazy stuff on your Instagram and things. Do you mind if I take a look on some of the others? We're just gonna do a quick like visit to some of the other... Whoa! Is this an Unk? Damn, it's a narrator? Yo, very cool. Again, no polish. Guys, this is polished, right? Y'all gotta... There's the glowing effect and all, bro. Oh my lord. Okay, guys, can we spam Dougie put polish in the chat? Dougie put polish! This is so cute. CB and Ice together, my mind decided to come up with this idea. Ha! I kept not putting it! No! Just do it, man. Dougie foot... What? Put! Oh, yo! This is a wild character. Wow. So many piercings. That's a lot of detail. First time drawing furries? Excuse me? This was your first time drawing a furry? That's crazy. This is a gorgeous piece for first time. The proportions and everything are gorgeous. The character is also really cool. Speak no evil, see no evil. Or. Oh. This kind of looks like Yusong from Mystic Messenger. Love a few times. I can't draw furries too well. But you can draw them quite well. Maybe not as well in your own opinion of it, but I think an outsider's perspective is that it looks pretty profesh. IMO. I only drew furries one time, but that's better than my attempt. That's fine. We're all in different stages of our art journey after all. This is such a cutie patootie! Oh my god! Totally not biased because she's a bunny, but this is such a cute fit, dude. I love cute, comfy fit. Lily the bunny, she's adorable. I really like the different. I feel like Doug, you have so many different ways of representing the characters. Like you really mold your arts, not the art style, but you mold the representation of the art accordingly to the character. Because we have like lighthearted, light palette, girly pop type drawings like that, and then we have a lot more angst, and then we have just different ways that you have experimented with your art. Like, are these things that you decide you kind of pick up along the way as you see what the art looks like? Yo, that's so cool too. Crimson Silk Spinner, hold up. Shaw! Is this Shaw? It's Shaw, right? I haven't played Silk Song. I have the game and I haven't played it. I make sure to put them in the best spotlight. Wink. Because one of them was in the spotlight. Yeah, I feel like you really... Like, you work very much like a professional in that sense. In your art fight pieces. Is that you sort of tailor your art mood and you tailor the art representation to cater to the character and the character's vibes. It's a character base of Silk Song. Well, I did go to art school, unfortunately. So did I, but I'm very selfish in the way that I approach my art. in the way that I just want to draw it how... like, respect to the characters, of course, but I will represent it how I want to. So people who get a text from me know that if they have gnarly, dark, and like gloomy characters, I'll still make it cute because that is my default and that is what I want it to do. It helps for consistent branding, but it doesn't help me in my versatility. Does that make sense? Yeah. Very cool. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for participating in Art Fight and like letting us spotlight you as well. Alright, finally there's myself. If you have any questions for me, just let me know. But I have one character and she has 15 variations. It's teammate, it's teammate, it's teammate, 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 it's teammate, and it's teammate again. Wow. So versatile. I also have no description for any of them, by the way, so there's not even a point like going into it. I'll take art classes, but I don't know if I want to fully go into art school. Ooh, art school is a whole nother conversation. Why Himi's so pretty? Ayo! We gotta thank Min for that, and all the various designers who have designed the different versions of me in this chat. A surprising number of people decided to draw my Alice version. There was definitely a time in the early 2010s where every anime had an Alice in Wonderland AU official art, right? It's not just me, right? I felt like every anime I saw and every manga had some kind of key visual that was Alice in Wonderland themed, so I've always been stuck in that era. So I also have an Alice in Wonderland like model, which is this one. My favorite AU. Actually, let me put on my dress for this. I have the toggles right here. See, no permission specified, no permission specified. That is exactly like all my characters because the perms are the same for all of them. I was gonna draw the Alice one, but you posted the pony Hime. If you have the funds for it and if people say the art school is good, then you go. I think most I've gotten of art school is that I got to meet so many like-minded people and really strengthen my foundational skills. Same here. I felt like art school was really great for strengthening my foundations, and for me it was a versatility thing. where I was exposed to a lot of different kinds of art. I have not done sculpture or okay, I've done some ceramics, but no sculpture. I haven't really done photography as much or sculpture as much or oil painting or watercolor painting. But we had, for at least for my generation and my like fine arts course, I went through all the different kinds of mediums, including graphic design too. So I have sort of dabbled in everything through art school, which makes it easier for me to do things if I wanted to dive deeper into it coming out of it. But my course was very much a breadth course and not so much a depth course. So we touched and go everything. And then we decide what we want to do after that with all that practice. Because it was 3 years? 3 years I spent there. I did. Yeah, there were some repeat modules over the years too. So I took a diploma in fine arts and a degree in fine arts. And in both, I kind of honed my craft a little more and got to try my hand at different things. Because in school, they'll have all the resources already, although some stuff you'll have to pay for. I too dabbled in web design, but they made us use Adobe and then Giorno, both paid stuff. Oh, but the school computers should be equipped with those already, right? I didn't pay for Adobe when I was in school because I would just stay in school to do my work. I would just use the computer lab when there was no one in class, and I would use the app, especially Premiere Pro. I think I had Photoshop and Illustrator already, but it was a CS6 version of that. But I didn't have Premiere Pro from the Creator Suite, so I would bring my thumb drive to school, plug it into the school computer, and I would edit in school, and then I would save and plug it out. So I just use school ones. But when you graduate, you can decide how you want to approach it, of course. There are definitely options if you don't want to use Adobe specific programs. But most options are paid, yeah. Okay, that said, I think I got a lot of attacks on the Alice in Wonderland one this year. All these 3 are from this year, guys. I can't remember how many attacks I got. I got a lot more than I anticipated I would get. But I mean, all of it is just Himi anyway, so I managed to do 50 attacks! Woohoo! So as you can see, all of my art kind of looks... I wouldn't say they look the same. They don't look the same, but the vibe of it is the same, you know? So this is where I feel like Dougie and I kind of differ in our approach to art fight, is that I conform other people's characters to my art style and like the way I represent their character. But Dougie, and I suppose a lot of other people as well, might... We do it differently. I think it might be the art style kind of thing. Because mine is like a chibi, cutesy type of art style. So it's like I kind of have to mold the character into that for it to look like how I want it to look. But if you have a more versatile art style, maybe semi-realistic. Yeah. If your art style is semi-realistic, then you can mold it a bit differently and change the mood a bit more. I feel like all my attacks are very hee hee ha ha. Hee hee ha ha, low key unserious. I just draw because I like drawing in this style for art fight. And not because all my commissions look like that. Actually, a lot of my commissions don't even look like that. My regular art style on Instagram is also... It differs. Although I've been trying to lean into this a bit more just for branding's sake. But if we scroll down a bit more, I have a lot of different styles that I do also. It's not very consistent. Not me seeing my OC there. Yeah, you have two, right? I think I have the bird one and then this year's one. Who did I draw for you? Oh man, and my naming convention is the same for all of them as well. It's just either name and a little like wiggle. What's that wiggle thing called? What is this called? I forgot. That is a tilde? How to pronounce? Two? Never mind. The squiggle. I just put that in the squiggle. You didn't attack me this year. Oh, did I not? I thought I did. Oh no. Okay, I might have the drawing, but I didn't finish it on stream because there were a couple that I pre-drew and then I didn't manage to finish. It's okay. I can save it for next year, right? Alright, so that is my profile. I'm not gonna spend too much time on my profile because there's too many attacks anyway. If you want to go and see, you can go and follow me here. But yeah, that was art fight. That was how my art fight went. I was mostly just attacking people. How did you find art fight as a whole this year? I felt like, apart from the initial crash that happened at the start of art fight, for the most part the site was very, very stable. So quite thankful to the devs and the people running the site for keeping it up and like really working their butt off this month. There have been a couple of different theories about how people want art fight to be. Of course, everyone has their own idea of what makes a good event, right? But I've seen on Twitter that some people say like, oh, art fight should be 2 months. And I thought that was interesting. I don't think you can use the same sketch you made outside of that current art fight year to use for an attack. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just redraw it then. Yeah, they might have a rule on that. I forgot. It's a rite of passage that their server always crashes on day 1, no matter how many times they upgrade their servers by a tier. No, but I also feel like it's a good indicator because a lot of people will be new joiners as well, right, in the coming year. And then as more seasoned art fighters make this a part of their yearly routine, they're gonna have more and more participation every year, unless we have more people dropping out for other reasons. But so far, I feel like most people are quite happy with how art fight are run. That said, I have not done a survey. I've just seen a lot of people participating with no complaints is all I've been seeing, you know? Like, I haven't seen any controversy really or any like crazy stuff regarding art fight. It kind of just happens and then concludes, and I think that's good. One of my friends was saying how she wished art fight was longer, but she also said she'll probably get burned out. The thing is, like, people want it to be even longer than a month because I think the quotation was to be able to reasonably participate in art fight. But what does reasonably participate even entail, you know? Like, I in my first year joining art fight, I felt like my 5 attacks were more than enough for me. I was happy to just have done that and then called it a year. And then in my previous year, I did 32 fights, 32 attacks, and I was like, that's a lot. I'm happy with my participation. And then this year, I decided I wanted to do 50, and I did it. I'm like, yeah, that's also reasonable participation for me. So it's a very self-imposed kind of expectation of how many attacks you want to do or how many points you want to earn every art fight. And I mean, manage your expectations accordingly to how much you can really commit to it. I feel like I don't commit a lot to it, although I do a lot of attacks, but I only really work on art fight every Monday of the month. So over the past 5 Mondays that I was streaming art fight, 4 or 5 Mondays that I was streaming art fight, I did an average of 10, which is why I could finish 50 by the end of the month. But if you're someone who wants to dedicate more time to it, you could possibly do however many that you can manage within your time. Like my art fight attacks may take me perhaps 15 minutes each to finish, but your art fight attack might take 5 hours for you to finish. So how can you really I don't think there's a fixed way of deciding what is your reasonable participation. It really just depends on your own expectations of yourself or how much you want to participate in the event. But I like that there is that spectrum of you can choose to very minimally participate on your own accord. Like, maybe I just want to do one this year, one good one, or one big mass attack, and that's like done for the year. Or you might be really ambitious and you want to do a lot, and earn 10,000 points or something like that. Everybody has a different goal approaching art fight. I feel like I try to take it a bit more chill because I have a full-time job and I don't want to, I cannot spend as much time on it balancing all the other content creation that I do. But yeah, like, manage your own expectations of it. At the end of the day, this is for fun, right? You gotta remember, it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be something that is extremely stressful. It's not meant to be something that burns you out. It's not meant to be something that becomes like your whole world either. It's just a fun side quest that we can do every year. That's how I feel like it should be treated, as a fun side quest. And if you want to participate more, you participate more. If you feel like you just want to do a little and just dip your toes in it a year, then you can do that too. There's like nothing wrong with that at all. One of my friends was saying how she wished art fight was longer. Okay, I wanted to beat my record, but I don't think I could get 44 total for this year like I did last year where I've only done 18 attacks this year. That's fine too. Like, you're gonna see circumstances change. And honestly, as your art improves, as my art improved, I felt like my artwork was taking me longer and longer to finish also. Because my standard for completion has changed, you know? So it's not just because you've done 18 instead of 44 last year doesn't mean that you're doing any less. It could just be that you're busier. It could be that you're putting more time into each attack. To be fair, one of this year's attacks had 11 people in it. So yeah, you're doing the most already, you know? Don't discount yourself for what you have done. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's meant to be for fun. It's meant to be for fun. If you want to get serious about it, I'm not gonna stop you either. That's just not really my jam. I don't think I could take it too seriously. The next upcoming big event, though, is probably going to be Arttober. And the reason why I don't call it Inktober anymore is because I usually don't participate in Inktober specifically. I choose other proms to do instead. And what we plan to do in StreamLahSG, or SLSG, is that we plan to have our own catered set of proms for you guys to try for October. So if you guys are interested in that, join our Discord or follow the socials so that you can be up to date when that comes out and you can also participate. We are going to take it a bit more chill. We're not going to do like a 31 day for 31 days of October type thing. It's probably going to be less than that with breaks in between, you know? Yeah. It's probably going to be a little more cutesy pop. I feel like Inktober is fine. It definitely spawned a movement of different people participating in really making art in October, which I think is awesome as a founding step to encouraging people to create more art. But as the years progress, I see like more and more people kind of doing their own stuff. Inktober, I heard the prompts are just AI generated now. That's crazy! I don't do Arttober usually, but I did do Art Fight and Art Frost. Ooh, what is Art Frost? Which I got the Art Fight reward for doing this. Oh, is it like a Christmas time type thing? I didn't know they had a sub-event. That's so cute. Maybe I'll participate if they have it this year too. But I'm participating in way too many things all the time. That's why I need to like manage my time also. Because I do game festivals, I do art events, I do like live appearances, I do live events. Honestly, I have been really... I told myself at the start of this year that I'm going to cut the fat and I'm going to really like try to hone in on a few things, right? But I still can't let go of stuff. It's a problem. I have a problem with wanting to do way too much with what my time allows. I've already reduced streams from 3 or 4 streams to like 2 streams a week though. And that has helped a lot because then I have a little more time in the evening to work on other stuff or like to just generate content for existing things, because otherwise I used to stay up really late and I was very sleep deprived for a long time last year because I kept streaming, and then after stream I work on my post-stream stuff and I got so burnt out from it. Now I think I'm balancing it slightly better. Also, yeah, I feel like the theme prompts are way better. Art Fight does a sub-event for Halloween called Art Frost and a winter event called Art Fright and Art Frost. Oh, cute! Yeah, maybe I'll participate in it this year if I can like catch it. I used to participate in Inktober back in high school. Me too. I used to have I have my Inktober stuff, but I have kind of like I prefer to give myself an overarching theme. So 2 years ago, I remember I did Inktober prompts still, but I did it in a way that I drew cats for every day of the month. But to be honest, I did it all in one day. Everyone approaches Inktober and Arttober differently also. Some people pre-draw everything and then they post it over the month. I have a tendency to do that as well. If you've seen the way that I approach my art fight, right? I pre-draw a mass amount of them and then I line art and color them all at once. That's just because in my process, I feel like it's easier for me to sketch everything so that the style is a bit more consistent. Then afterwards, line art everything. Then afterwards, I color everything. That's how I do it for my traditional art because it feels easier that way for me, more systematic. Instead of like taking out all my different materials and putting it back and then taking it out again, I feel like just doing one thing at a time helps a lot for me. But that's if you can keep up that kind of pacing of like, you can sit there and you are willing to sketch for the full hour or 2 hours without changing tactics for a bit, you know? Cats, yeah. So I have an Inktober from 2 years ago where I just drew cats. And then last year I didn't do Inktober, but I did Oomph-tober instead, where I ended up drawing people who follow me every Monday. It's only one drawing per sub event. Ah, nice. I see. Okay, sure. I look forward to it. Thank you for offering to send it to me. I'll also ping like the SLSG Discord and other communities I'm in so that if anyone wants to participate, they can. It's only one drawing per sub event? Okay, yeah, why not? That sounds good, actually. That's great, that's great. Okay, oh, it's already 10, so fast. I feel like today's session just really went by. But thank you so much for everyone who has stayed over the stream. I really appreciate you. Like, I think it was really nice to just hang out and talk about art and just yap about art the entire stream. Because I feel like whenever I do my just chatting, nothing wrong with me like yapping about 10,000 things in one stream. But when it's more focused like that, I think we still kind of sidetracked here and there to like money management and to like stuff, you know, art history of early 2010s. But for the most part, I tried to stay on track. I hope I did okay. Appreciating art does in fact make time pass so fast. Yeah. Like karaoke. Anyone, okay. What I'm hearing is for the next art meet, you would like to go to the gallery and then karaoke. Am I right? Would that be accurate to say? We could go to a gallery. You know, one of those cute sketch dates. I haven't been able to do that because my husband doesn't really like to draw. But I have been craving going somewhere to just like sit and draw the things we see. You know, one of those like cutesy date things where we just bring a box of crayons or whatever and then we go to a place or we go to a gallery and then we sketch and gain inspiration. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Aw, Chrono, would you like to join? Chrono's more of a music guy, but I can dig up my old sketchbooks and pen. Idea. I kind of wanted to do that for Illustration Art Fest, but I feel like Illustration Art Fest as a convention is more of for you to go and like appreciate and buy stuff and support the artists instead. So that was the initial thought, is that maybe I'll get inspiration from Illustration Art Fest. I did get inspiration, but not so much inspiration of what to draw and how to draw it, but more of like inspiration to create, because I saw all these amazing creators just making a living and like putting themselves out there with their own brand and everything. And I was like, whoa, I want to do that, right? I was inspired in that way, motivated to make more work. So after that, when we went to People City to draw, I was like, okay, I want to sketch more. Sounds very cute. I'm basically going on mass dates nowadays with you guys, you know? Word. I think I used to have community meetups when I was a webcam streamer, but I felt like maybe because of the lack of focus, it always felt a little bit awkward after a while. The last community meetup I had was before IRL Hype House last year, and that was my first in-person event after becoming a VTuber. It was fun, but I think as a host, I didn't do the best because I didn't really have a program planned. It was just like, let's eat, let's, you know, mingle and chat. And then afterwards we were going for IRL Hype House, and then I felt a bit bad after that because I felt like I didn't really. It wasn't a very curated experience, you know what I mean? Not that I try to curate the experience when we do art meets and stuff, but when there's a focus, it's a little bit easier for the objective to be fulfilled. You know what I mean? Jewel mentioned, oh man, that was wild though. I still haven't gone to the new Pokemon Center. And I intend to go soon, but I don't know when. I'm probably gonna be in the East on National Day, so maybe I will go and like peruse the Pokemon Center. But as a man, for a public holiday, it's gonna be so, oh my god, so crowded. Alright guys, that actually is the end of our stream. I'm just kinda yapping a bit more but I should really go get ready, and I have some other things to finish up, including I have another art collab that I'm a part of, which is the Amazing Digital Circus in Other Worlds collab that I am hosting So I'm doing up the templates and things for that tonight. Tomorrow work, yeah, I'm working tomorrow. I gotta go too. Alright, so since we are talking about StreamLahSG, I feel like we should definitely raid a Singapore streamer tonight. Hey, yo, the Avatar fighting game. You know what? Let's see who in the Twitch team is streaming actually. Because if there is anyone from StreamLahSG who is streaming, we can. Where's my Twitch team? There we are. Okay. Let me go to my just chatting screen instead, so you guys won't be bombarded with all the stuff that's going on. Okay. We have... Oh, you know what? We have someone who was... who rated us just a while back. If anyone remembers who Jack is, so Jack forgets lyrics. He does music, and he rated, I think, on Monday when we were doing... Either on Monday or last Thursday, I can't remember. But he rated recently. So, since he's live right now, let's go and return the support, shall we? Gotta remind myself to watch the new Avatar movie, but Paramount Plus is not available here. Oh, has it come out already? I didn't know. I did not know if it came out already. I didn't intend to watch it until it was, like, you know, available. Ah, really? I remember Jack. Yeah, he's great. He's an amazing singer. He has a super cute gem biscuit neon sign in his background right now. What the heck? So adorable. Couple days ago, but Paramount Plus is not being here. Oh well. It's available on streaming platforms now. Ah, I see. Okay, well. Nice. Raid, yeah. Can we get the raid message up? So, guys, once again, if you want to join StreamLahSG, please come and join us. I think it's going to be a hoot, especially if you are already in Singapore. Like, don't miss out, guys. If you are in a Singapore streaming community, if you're a streamer, creator, or viewer, you're all welcome to come and join. And don't forget to follow me on my socials as well, so that you know when we're going to have other events that we're hosting. Whether you follow me or whether you follow StreamLahSG, honestly, I feel like I kind of merge a lot of my content with what we do there also, so you don't have to worry about missing out. Okay, I will see you guys on Monday. Bye bye, have a wonderful night. Bye Catalyst, bye Artie, bye Nat1Bread, Troy.